And you already know, gotta adjust this a little bit. Get back, get back, get back, get back, get back, get back. Okay. Boom. Oh, yeah. Get that. Just that a little bit. I think we're good. Okay, cool. Got that. And all set to go, man. Okay, so let me just get my headphones, my handy dandy headphones, anyways. That there. Got this here. And then let's get this going, dude. So now we play the waiting game. Oh man, don't even have to. Airsoft. First, yeah, you are first. You are the first one here. Congrats. But yeah, man. So you know what? I get the panda hat. I got my snapback on, but the panda hat's really comfortable. So getting that on. Second, yo, Frank, yeah, you are second. We got 8 people up in here. Yo, what's going on, guys? How's it going? How you guys doing today? Yeah, dude. I'm just chilling. Worked earlier. Nice panda. Thanks, man. I freaking love this hat. This hat's really special to me. I mean, Tajan gave me this hat, so it has a very special place in my heart. So, yeah, man. But anyways, it's time for the episode reaction. I know you guys have been waiting on this for a couple of days, just doing a lot of stuff, a lot of battles and such, and unboxings, and honestly, been tired for some points. So, but yeah, getting into it. Let's see. You saw your belt from Nightwing. Yeah, well, that belt, the belt back there, that wasn't from Nightwing. I made that one, but Nightwing did make his own belt. It was the Beyblade Burst title belt, which looks really, really cool. I've been thinking about getting a title belt, a Beyblade Burst one and putting it by the bakugan one and such, and then making one more after that, and then just being, done with the title belts. But yeah, man. Let's see here. I'm a big fan of your videos, Kimbo. Your Beyblade skits are really cool. Thanks so much. I definitely appreciate it big time because a lot of work went into those skits. And there will be burst skits. Just got to get a lot of things out of the way before starting those because, it's a really big project. There's going to be a lot of story and such going into it. And there's going to be a lot of episodes. I mean, the first era had there was 200 episodes with the first season I did. The second one had 100. So you do the math, like 300 plus episodes with that. So imagine how many I'm going to do for burst, especially with everything we've gotten for Burst, and there being just more seasons with Burst. But yeah, man, I love the team tryouts. Yo, thanks so much, man. I'm really glad that you enjoyed them. But yeah, I saw his video and he pointed out your belt. Oh yeah, yeah, it was kind of funny because he had his belt it was like the Monday after I got mine. I got mine like Christmas Eve, which was like Thursday or something like that, and that's when I had gotten mine. Then I made the actual video and put it out on Christmas, and then he got his like a couple days later. So it was really funny seeing that. But yeah, his belt looks really sick, dude. And honestly, when I get the Beyblade title belt made, I'm gonna get it yellow, and it's gonna pay homage to him because I like paying homage to people and such. And he's really, really awesome dude, and his channel is really epic. So yeah, man. Well, let's see here. Yo, speaking of this man just shows up and just what? What? Are you kidding me? This man is like a ninja, I swear. I'm just mentioning him now, and then he shows up, and not only does he show up, he donates. Bro, you're a goat. You're amazing, man. I definitely appreciate it big time. And the emoji with it, that's sick, dude. Thank you so much for the support. Definitely appreciate it, man. Like a thief on the night. Yeah, for sure, dude. Definitely. Did you hear Wyvern's coming to the anime? I did hear that. I wanted to try and keep it a surprise and such to not know what's going to go on with it. But it was sort of a given anyways because Wakia being in the show, it's definitely a given that he was going to get Wyvern because why bring back Wakia if you're not going to bring back Wyvern? They already did that with Death Sight there. So if they do that with Wakia too, not him and Wyvern, people would be really triggered at that. So honestly, glad about it. And I think it's like JS for it. I had to look it up, maybe it stands for Justice, which that would be a cool name for it. Because last time we saw Wyvern, he had Tornado and it had Atomic. So yeah, I'm going hunting tomorrow. I'll hit you up. Yo, okay. I'll definitely let you know. I am working till later on, but yeah, I'll definitely hit you up and let you know, man. And yo, Ruby Drago's up in here. Hey, I'm assuming you saw the picture and parts revealed yesterday. Yeah, man. I tried to avoid it, but everybody, their mom, dad, and cat and dog were putting out pictures, and I couldn't avoid it anymore. And I'm like, okay, there's a new Wyvern, so yeah, I tried to avoid it, but there's just so many people putting it out. It's like, dang. Wyvern has 1D chassis. Not too surprised. I wish I would have put out a 3D chassis, but yeah. I'm thinking Wyvern will have a similar gimmick to Volcano Helios. Oh, Helios Volcano, where it sticks out more. Maybe. It's also Jet Wyvern. It's not like Wyvern Jet. If it was like that way, like Wyvern and then the other name, I would think it would have a limit break system gimmick, but I don't think it's going to. I think it's gonna have the gimmick that Tornado had, where it has like the free spinning part on the outside. Maybe it's part metal or something. Nah, it doesn't seem like it because it looked like it was purple from the picture. So maybe it's just free spinning. And they add more weight in the center, and then Justice. It'd be cool if Justice is like metal atomic or something, but they just call it atomic metal if it was. But time's gonna tell us what it is. But still, I'm really hyped for it, so it's gonna be big time defensive. But yeah, let's see here. I'm glad to see a round and a new driver. Oh yeah, for sure. Having a round is really awesome. JS might be one of those high drivers. I don't think so. But yeah, if it was, it would have like an H in it. But let's see here, dude. All right, so without further ado, let's get into the episode reaction, guys. You know, I was talking about stuff for a good amount of time. Now let's get into the reaction. Let's see what we got here. I have avoided the episode. Please don't spoil the episode. I do know about Wyvern, but don't spoil the episode and what happens with it and such. But let's see. I have been avoiding the internet big time on this one because I'm like, I don't want to know what happens with the episode. Okay, showing off Bay Camp. Let's see. I'll just skip through the intro part. We've seen the intro quite a bit. Let's see if I can skip through it anyways. I think I got it. Yep, there we go. All right. So we got the stadium. Yo, Valkyrie and Hyperion hitting one another. We're in the middle of this battle. Vault and Rantaro versus the Asai brothers. Uh-oh, Hikaru's like, this is tough. He's like, Hyuga, let's use our combined power. Are they going to use the twin strike? And Lane's looking out because of their flare, you know. Shu's looking over at Lane. He's definitely keeping his eye on Lane. It's a given. Shu's not evil. He's keeping a really close eye on him, you know. But just playing along to go along with Lane. All right, man. They're all getting hyped. Oh, man. Valkyrie dodged. And Helios and Hyperion hit one another. And both their limit break system gimmicks activated. He's like, what are you doing? Are you serious? You're the one that got in the way. He's like, now's not the time to argue. You know, trying to help him out. Probably Lane was saying, that's such a novice move, like, you know, that they fell for that. Valkyrie! All right, here we go, dude. Who's going to take it? Vault's getting hype. There's Valkyrie. And then Rantaro, you already know, getting hype. Ragnarok! All right. Ragnarok's right. They're both shooting in, attacking together. And double burst. That's a yikes. Ooh. Bodied. I mean, it's to be expected. They've been arguing for the last few episodes. And it's looking over like, that was too easy. And he said, yeah. Lane's just like, there's no point being here. Shu said something to Lane. He's like, there's no point staying here any longer. I think Shu said, yeah. And they're both picking up their bays. Lane just looking down like, he's not taking them as a threat or anything because they got like upgraded bays, but they both just got whooped. Waki is definitely looking at them like, are you guys kidding me? You have a lot more power than that, and you guys arguing it's not going to help. And now they're both arguing like, if you didn't get in my way, I was going after Valkyrie. No, I was going after it. And now they're still arguing. They've been doing this the last few episodes, and you know Waki's going to be like, look, if you guys don't get along, you're going to get bodied, and you're going to lose now. So you better start working as a team, dang it. Yep, Waki is getting mad. He's getting more and more irritated. He's like, all right, listen. Enough of that. What is bickering with one another going to do? All you're going to do is end up losing your battles. It's supposed to be a team. Deep breaths. They're still just arguing with one another, man. Then he throws the paper. He's like, this is your next match. Here you go. You lose, you're done. And just walks out, man. It's Iga and Ranjiro versus the twins. Well, the Asahi brothers, you know. That's going to be a good one, dude. Iga and Ranjiro. And then Waki just shows back up. He walks out all mad and then just walks back like... He's like, this battle is your last chance. Iga versus Ranjiro. If you lose this battle, then you're going to be out of it. So you better get serious. You hear me? You better get serious and actually get into this battle. They both look like, oh. Like, for real, he's right. You're kicking the pants, dude. It's annoying how much they're arguing, honestly. I'm like, I want to see their power and such, too. But, like, them just arguing like this, It's like, it's getting to this point. I won't even sugarcoat it. But, yeah. Then Vault's talking with Rantaro on the outside. Probably saying, aren't you going to go talk to them? He's like, nah, I'm not going to talk to them. They got to figure it out by themselves. I've been with them a long time. They'll get through it. But it's up to them to get through it. Probably something like that. And then Vault's smiling. He's like, yeah. Then, So Lane's training. He's in front of the launcher. Yeah, he's in front of the practice machine just launching. And his flare going crazy. He's like, who's standing behind him? Is that you? Yeah, he said Lane. And he looks back. He mentioned a battle. He's like, we have a battle. Oh, they're battling. Lane and Shoot. I wonder who would win. Go! Shoot! They're going to cut it out in the middle, aren't they? I knew it! Who won? Probably Lane, because Lane beat Shoot before. We lose for the end. So, yeah. You know. All right, now we got the twins. Their mom making food. They're both arguing, not talking to one another. But she put it on one plate. She's like, and then the dad just comes out smiling. He's always smiling, I swear. Has the dad ever frowned in, like, any episode? Then Hikaru reaches for it. Hyuga's like, And then he gave some to Hyuga. Then Hyuga took it. He's like, thank you. And now they're both eating. At least they're kind of communicating. And it's really spicy. So their faces are all red. He's like, yeah, how do you like that? It's my super spicy meal. Probably something like that, you know. Yo, and Phoenix. Bro, I didn't even see that. Whoa, dude. You guys are sneaking in comments. Oh, my gosh. Phoenix. You got me shook, dude. Beyblade's Burst comes in and donates, and you don't. Thank you so much, dude. I definitely appreciate it big time. Holy cow. I don't think Dono will return this season. You mean Dinah? Nah, not this season because Dino wasn't on the Random Booster 23 box art. But hopefully that means that like some of these bays that we've seen are placeholders, like the main ones obviously being Diabolos and Death Scyther. So hopefully next season we see both Dinah and Delta, because I'd love to see them both come back, honestly. We're getting Wakia, so why not get Dinah? Why not get Delta? Why not get these other characters that they built up so much, unless you're saving them for the next season, which would make perfect sense, because we got a whole nother season coming. So, yeah. I'll get into that more at the end of this, but here we go, man. All right, we got another battle. We're just getting into the battle with Hikaru and Hyuga versus Vault and Ranjiro. Yeah, Rantaro and Vault and Drum are all watching in the stands. Same thing with Lane. Same thing with Shu. Yep, okay. It's Iga and Ranjiro versus the Asahi brothers. Tagabattle! The point's spinning. Hyuga's holding Hyperion. Oh, said Dono on purpose. Oh, okay. I got you. Probably thinking, like, they got to work together if they're going to beat them. If they don't work together, they're toast. Ready, settle. 3, 2, 1. Go. Shoot. Iga still has one of the best launches, hands down. All right, they're all in there. Hyperion, Helios, Ragnarok, Achilles. Ike? Yo, Helios hits Ragnarok. Uh-oh, Hyperion and Achilles. Big clash with this one, dude. Oh, big hit. They both got sent to the center and hit one another. Yo, that's strategy. They made them go in the point. Okay, they're circling around Hyperion and Helios and hitting them into one another in the center. And making them use their own power. Lane's looking like... He's like, their flare can't be only this far. Chuck and Gunner worried in the crowd. Helios said... Wait. Helios hit Hyperion. What's he... Oh! Hyuga's using his power in order to speed up Hyperion. That's sick, dude. All right, so the way the point's going, he's speeding up, and then he's transferring that power to Hyperion, so they're both getting their power. And their flare, dude. Hyperion! Helios! All right, now they're finally working together. It's about time, dude. Got their thumbs out of their butts, and it's about time they're getting in doing some serious battles. Hitting one another. Are we getting the twin strike? Oh, dude, they're doing it! Yo, limit break, twin strike. Both their flares are going crazy. Lane stood up. He's like, oh. He's got some interest now seeing their flares. Twin strike! Here we go, dude. He bursted. Yo, they bursted both of them. Ooh. Ooh. Finally. All right, dude. Those are the first, I think the first legends they actually beat like big time with a burst. I think so. And it's Iga and Ranjiro. All right, not bad. Not bad. Iga's like, dang, I should have paid more attention. Yeah, ditto. Probably something like that. And now they're arguing again, kind of. Like, but you did a good job out there. He said, Hikaru, well, good. Like, for sure. At least they're not arguing anymore. Honestly, I thought that was getting annoying. I'm like, y'all need to stop arguing. You're getting your body. And now they're, okay, now they're arguing again. Dang it. They're arguing, but they're not. And Lane's looking out like, ugh. And his flare's growing just looking at him. He's like, that flare. Uh-oh. Yo, and they all meet up in the next episode. We see Lane and the Asahi brothers. Vault and Rantaro versus Free and Cisco. Louie and Drum versus... Oh! We're getting that rematch, bro! We're getting that rematch! Oh, shoot! It's the next episode. This is going to be insane. That's going to be an insane one. I'm definitely looking out. This is one of the battles I've been looking out for big time. Drum and Louie versus Lane and Shu. That's going to be sick. That's going to be a good one. Who's coming out on top of that one? Lane and Shu. I see you taking that one. It's going to be close, but Lane and Shu, I see taking it. Between, honestly, like Vault and Rantaro versus Cisco and Free. That's going to be a close one. Honestly, I don't know, man. I don't know with that one. Maybe. That's so up in the air. That one's honestly the one that's up in the air. Besides that, like Lane and Shu are gonna win their battle. It's gonna be intense, but Lane and Shu are gonna win, just the way they built them up. But yeah, Satan might break, but they're not facing Free and Cisco aren't facing Lane and Shu. They're facing Vault and Rantaro, and definitely wouldn't break with that. Because Vault and Rantaro wouldn't break a day. So just who would win? Maybe because Vault. I see Rantaro getting knocked out and then Vault maybe just putting in work. Or maybe it's like Rantaro and Cisco both get knocked out and then it's down to Free and Vault and we see that battle. That would be intense, dude. For sure. But hands down, Lane and Shu. All right, let's see what TT has to show. Do you know Nightwing? Yeah. Yeah, I do. He's freaking awesome, dude. He's a really, really awesome dude. All right, they're just showing off the triple booster set with Dragon. And then taking apart, okay, they're just doing maybe custom combos. And the limit breaks set. So Helios Volcano with Charged Metal. That'll be a pretty fun combo. So it's doing some like custom combos and such. Okay. And it got the burst. Okay. And then Bay Camp. All right. Seen Bay Camp enough. All right. So it's time to get into it, man. So let me take a sip of my Powerade real quick, and then we'll get into obviously some discussion. Oh goodness. Let's see. For next season, I hope all the characters come back in all the Beyblades. We're not going to get that much, sadly, just because there's only like a certain amount of spots, and we've had a lot of characters in the history of Burst. But I definitely see them bringing back the absolute strongest. So my personal opinion, the characters I'd love to see come back, or I can see them coming back like power-wise, from this season, for sure, like all 5 protagonists. So Vault, Iga, Drum, Hikaru, and Hyuga. All of them for sure with the next season. I also see us getting Shu. I see us getting Shu, Louis, Free. Can't leave any of them out. If Lane doesn't remain evil, that's the key word. If Lane does not remain evil, Shu does get through to him. Lane, the way they've hyped him up and how strong he is, I can see Lane coming back for another season. And then like other characters power wise, Wakia. Yeah, definitely Wakia. Hopefully we get Dino with this season as well. Because that's like there. Besides that, I'd say Xhaka, because like the Spin Emperor, so definitely like Xhaka, want to see come back. Zack, I'd want to see come back for sure. Obviously, like I mentioned before, Phi, Gwen, Delta, them all being a part of it because how much development they've had with them and how much they've hyped them up. Yeah. And besides that, any characters besides that, I don't know. Maybe some members of the old Big Five, which leaving that out, that would just leave Rue and Joshua, I believe. Everybody else would be included with the list I said before. And also maybe Boa, because we got Bahamut, with like with GT. So maybe let's get a Bahamut with the next season. That would be pretty cool. But yeah, let's see. I think Vol should be the main protagonist next season if it is the actual final season. My personal opinion on it is the next season, if there's not a new protagonist with the next season, make all 5 of them the protagonists that they focus on. You guys might be like, all 5? Why the heck all 5, Kimbo? Because if they're not introducing a new protagonist with it, then they should focus on all 5 of the protagonists that we have. Because think about it, we've never had this many protagonists, honestly. We've never had this many protagonists ever. With Plastic Gen, we only had Tyson. With Metal Fight, we had Jenga, and then after all the Nemesis Crisis stuff, we had Zero. This season has 5 protagonists, guys, and that's already a lot. So if they don't have a new protagonist, focus on the 5 protagonists we have now, and have them each have their own arcs and such, like going and interacting with characters that they had seen before. Like with Vault, it could be like Zack, it could be like Xhaka, these characters we hadn't seen before. Even Delta coming in the fray, because Delta was kind of Vault's protege, And then with Iga, that's how you can have Phi come back. You could have Hearts come back. Like characters like that. With Drum, you could have like, if not with Vault Delta, have him come back with Drum. Delta, Gwen, those characters and such. And then also Hikaru and Hyuga, you could have like Lane come back and such, and a few other characters with that. And to combat all these legendary players, if they are all good, all the evil characters that they could have returned. Because all this build up, you tie up all of the evils and such with this entire series. You think about it. Look at all the evils we've had throughout the entire duration of Burst. First season was just Louis. He was just a man to beat. Man to beat role. Second season, hands down, I mentioned before, Astrum or Theodore, the whole Snake Pit. You got members of the Snake Pit they can have come back. Norman Turner, have him come back with a new nemesis and have a vendetta against Shu. Shu's a good blader. Introduce him because how much of a madman Ashton or Theodore was. The whole story with Lane coming to New York with this crazy power is still unresolved. How did he get that power? They still have not explained that. Even the same thing with Arthur. How did he get that dark turbo? What if one entity is behind Arthur getting this crazy aura from this entity? Same thing with Lane, getting this power from this entity, and it's from Ashton or Theodore, who's been sitting in the shadows this whole time since the events of season 2 at the Snake Pit, and it evolves. And then you have all of these evils coming together in one group. That would be crazy, man. Like how they pulled the Doji with the Nemesis Crisis and had Doji come back and get revenge on Ryuga. Kind of that same thing, except on a crazy level with this. You know, we get like Ashton returning, but then you have Evel with him. You have Arthur be a part of it too. That's all the big time evils we have seen throughout this. If Lane turns good, if he doesn't turn good, imagine like if he doesn't after the season, the shoe still doesn't get to him. And then at the end of this, Ruby Drago and I talked about this a little bit, and he mentioned like, what if Lane doesn't turn good and he ends up like showing up at the Snake Pit or something at the end of the season? That would be the craziest twist that we would see. Shu trying to get through this whole time, but even with this happening now, trying to get through, he still doesn't get through the lane, man. He goes down that road. That would be wild, dude. And that would set up perfectly for the next season. Then all these entities coming together. We need a world-level threat. At first, I thought Lane was going to be that world-level threat, but now it's just like he has a strong aura and such, and he's like the man to beat, basically. But not world-level destruction. You know, he's just got a crazy flair. It doesn't feel like the world's at risk with this. It just feels like you got to beat out Lane. You know, I saw your video with Beyblade or Burst. I promise I'm trying to read your guys' comments, but also just putting out these ideas and such. There's gonna be a point where I'll read your guys' comments. You know how it goes with these, but I'm glad you saw the video with Beyblades or Burst. And you guys saw me and you came over here and such. I definitely appreciate the support from the bottom of my heart. Y'all are the best. But yeah, we definitely need a build up like that. We need a crazy world level threat season, like events that are world level threat. The furthest I honestly felt with like world level threat, besides like kind of the thing with Hell, because you know it's like the Beyblade world was kind of on the line with that battle against like Inferno or Hell, you know. And like the third season with like Dead Phoenix and such, like Phi, you know, even kind of the Snake Pit, kind of. This season hasn't felt like that crazy, like world level. We need something absolutely crazy. We need somebody more ominous than Phi. Yeah, we need somebody that was more ominous than Phi, more ominous than kind of Delta was, more ominous than how Gwen was, more ominous than how Arthur was, more ominous than how Lane is right now. We need something on that crazy level, man. I like your other bakugan belt. Thanks so much. I definitely appreciate it. You know, worked hard to get that design and such. And like I said, I promise I'm reading your guys' comments. Just let me get the thoughts out and such, and I'll read your guys' comments once I get done with all the discussion and stuff. But we need something on that level. Like we saw Brooklyn with Zeus during the Plastic Gem, that being that world level kind of threat. He covered the whole entire world with like darkness and such. And then we saw the Nemesis Crisis. Rago almost destroyed the world, and it took 7 years to rebuild it. That's the world level threat like that. We have not seen that with Burst. We have not seen the threat that crazy with this. We need to see a threat that crazy. And hopefully season 6 is the season we're going to see that threat. Because we haven't even seen it with this season. With all the events with Lane and such, he's broken a few bays and such. But we haven't seen that crazy threat. But yeah, we need Kimbo merch. Let's start with a title belt. Dude, maybe I'll work on some merch at some point. You know, it'd be really cool to have some merch. But let's see here. What if every single Burst protagonist faced every single antagonist except Louis, because Louis' been good with Drum? Yeah, like basically all these characters in this season, besides Lane, all seem like they're on the same side, like on the side of good. They just all have their own personalities and such. You know what I mean? They're doing battles. It doesn't feel like any of them are really evil besides Lane. Even Shu. Shu's just watching over Lane right now to make sure he probably doesn't try to break any base. But yeah, he literally feels like the only one that's really evil with all of this. Besides that, they're all on the same side. So it's like you got to bring in some more evils with the next season, and that'll be the perfect way to do so. Ghosts from all their past returning on this crazy scale. And then they find, like, the quote-unquote Rago, the true Rago of Burst, who has the ultimate bay that can counter all their bays no matter how strong they get and just obliterate them if they lose. And also obliterate the world. You got to see it on that level, man. And how can we get to that point? If all these evils come together and focus their knowledge and their hatred on all these legends and such, you know that it can get that evil if they do that. If they have this build-up, which I'm hoping we get it with season 6, but time's going to tell, man. All I know is I just want to see some crazy world-destructive level stuff, because we got to get to that point to really make this evil look that evil. Because Lane's looked strong during the season, but, like, it hasn't been, like, world-level crazy. You know what I mean? But yeah. Hey, Kimbo, Zenki showed the new Wave 2 Beyblades like Abyss Devilos. Oh, okay. I'll have to check out that video for sure. We have a Nemesis for Burst. Yeah, I mean, like, like we had twin Nemesis, but imagine they have Norman come back like a new Nemesis, like a Super King, well, whatever is beyond Super King level Nemesis, And also Diablo Nemesis remake would be cool. Popular characters' bays will get destroyed. Yeah, hands down. That's how it'll go. The Wyvern has rubber contact in its free spinning ring. Rubber contact. All right. That would be pretty cool, helping it with its defense and such. Hopefully, it doesn't like backfire against it. If that ring on the outside is free spinning and it's rubber, that would be pretty helpful. I'll read my last comment. Well, I'm just trying to read everybody's comments right now. Like I said, there's a few of you guys in here and trying to read as fast as I can in one person. I promise I'm not ignoring your comments. I'm just trying to read through and get through everybody's comments. So, yeah. Let's see here. I think we're going to get Daigo because everyone from the Bay Club is in Sparking, but Daigo and Ken, I don't see them leaving them out. I feel like we'll get another version of Hollow Death Scyther. Maybe. But yeah, definitely. I mean, I agree with that. I'd love to see Ken come back with a new Kirbyus and then Dyna actually show up with Death Scyther. And will Season 6 make every Bay have limit break? I was thinking maybe something like that. Like maybe this next season, I'm like, if they want to evolve the bays that much more, they'd have to give them like kind of limit break gimmicks. Maybe that's what they're focusing on next, and they just show that off with like the limit break system bays, and then all the bays have that. Like there's a new Excalibur, the sword goes out after a couple clicks, goes out further. Besides like just the lining, maybe something like that. Or this probably won't happen, but if it did, I'd honestly love it if it did. That being if this was like Sparking Part 2, like Super King Part 2. I know people would be like, what do you mean Super King Part 2? Like no new system or anything. Mainly just because like the Super King bays already, you guys, how many of them honestly burst? Like really burst. Not too many of them burst. So why not keep like the same format as such? If they don't bring in a new format, just add like new chassis. I mean, we just got 4A. Like imagine they put in like a 3D, a 4D, those chassis for balance, like 3B, 4B, and then we put in other bays that way. So they're all under the same system. And if they keep it with like the Super King system going into like quote unquote Season 6, if it is like double, like, if it is like a Super King Part 2, they can add more characters in it and continue with the story. So have all these characters right now being built up on this crazy level, but then adding more characters to the fray in the same format, like the same Super King format, and add them all in, and then more intense battles, you know what I mean? But yeah, I hope Season 6 is a continuation. Same design, same characters, probably same base, but with a new system. Yeah, I mean, time's gonna show for sure. I really just like how bays don't burst anymore. Hope they entirely stop doing the sparking personally. I mean, over time, it's meant to like be stronger than the past gen, so I doubt that TT is gonna pull like a Hasbro and kind of go backwards with how strong the bays are. I just say that honestly because they want to try to be better than what they did before and such. And if so, they make a new system like that. Like, how are the bays even gonna burst? Like, you're gonna have to hit each other really hard, and they probably won't burst that much. But yeah, only time will tell. Exactly, man. Regardless, I'm happy we're getting to Season 6. I thought this season was going to be it at first, but then getting confirmation of Season 6, I'm honestly really hyped about it. So, yeah. I have to go now. Bye, Kimbo. Have a nice night. Yo, Arcadio, thanks so much for coming by, man. Definitely appreciate it. Not Bay related, but I found a Diamond Ultra Trox. Nice, man. Congratulations on finding a diamond. Yeah, let's see here. I'm worried for Shu. Are you sure he's going to be okay? I hope 80K is going to make Season 6 be back on TV Tokyo. I mean, I don't know if it's going to be on TV Tokyo, but I'm sure Shu's going to probably be fine. I mean, hopefully. At the end, it'll probably still be like tag team battles, because that's the whole theme for this. Because at the very end, it's going to be like certain tag teams facing off and such, And it's definitely going to end with like Shu and I definitely see like Shu and Lane versus the twins, and then maybe Shu turns on Lane with that battle, and then the twins end up beating Lucifer because of it, or maybe something like that. Who knows? But yeah, let's see here. You like Digimon? I never got into Digimon like really crazy, but I mean it's cool. Seems pretty cool. You can make bays super strong and still burst. Look at the custom bays. When you battle JoJo, there's a ton of intense bursts, but they're super good too. Oh yeah, for sure. Just doing that, but like maybe if they raise like the layer bases or something for all the bays, then they burst more. But yeah, I mean, time's gonna tell with how TT does it. Like I said, regardless, I'm just glad we're getting a season 6. And I'm really excited for it just to see like what TT has planned for it. I hope it's not like a full thing of like, oh, all new characters and such, because people would definitely be upset about that. So I definitely see them bringing in other characters with this next season, characters we haven't seen during this. Because I mean, they had the picture in the manga with all the characters sitting around the table and Shu and Free being the only ones that weren't there. I want to see something like that. Maybe they're saving that for season 6 because I really want to see that in the show. That would be epic. Like an MFB, literally every legendary blader around the table type thing. That would be amazing to see. And I'm so sad we didn't get it with this season. And sad we didn't get certain characters with the season. So hopefully it's just TT putting them off for now and waiting until season 6 to really incorporate them. But yeah, man. Let's see here. I wonder if Beyblade Burst is gonna put VFX on the series. I guess they did. I don't know. Not sure. But what is your favorite Bakugan and Geogan from Geogan Rising? From Rising thus far? That's tough. It's honestly really tough. Bakugan, I can't tell you. It's really tough. But honestly, Geogan, Viper Dragon is really cool. I really like Viper Dragon a lot. So yeah, I really want Delta and Amane to return. I'm sure they probably will with the next season because Amane honestly is up there like power wise too. So yeah, visual effects. I mean, probably they're gonna get really epic with the animation style. Like with the end of this season and also the next season, it's gonna get crazy because they gotta outdo like the power, even power wise, and convey it on a crazier scale than what they've been showing us with Superking, and that's gonna be wild to see, man. Maybe the high drivers would be more useful next season. The high drivers are honestly pretty cool. I think it's better. Like the high drivers are better for just like the defense and stamina tips, like how they did high defense, high survival. I personally like those. Like if they did like a high yielding, they make like an MFB remake set. High yielding would be perfect if they put in Flash Sagittario. If they did make it. But like even like other ones, like maybe like high needle or just some other like defense or stamina drivers getting high drivers. Some defense drivers that don't have good stamina or LAD or anything, maybe getting dash drivers. I wouldn't mind that. Like for example, like massive dash or needle dash. That way you could have a raw defense combo. So yeah, they got to return Trident. Oh, I'd love to see like Toko come back with Trident and make it where he got stronger and such, and he comes back with new Trident. I wouldn't mind that at all. I wonder if there'll be a dangerous threat like in the last season of Metal Fight where it's a battle for the world. Oh, for sure. Hands down, we gotta see that level. And I'm hoping we get it with the next season. High bearing. Honestly, like high bearing, that would be very good. That would be a very, very good driver. No cap. Because it's bearing. And as long as it doesn't have a dash, fine. Like high bearing, all right. All right, that's fine. Well, the next season is going to show the Avatar clashing and fighting while bays are slashing and clashing. Add some cool effects on it. I bet a lot of anime fans are going to adore it. That would be really cool if they did that. Yeah, that would be really, really epic if they did that. Let's see. You guys got any more questions? Feel free to ask away. I'll probably end it up at like 40 minutes maybe. So I'll stick around for a couple more minutes. High orbit dash. Oh my gosh. Like high orbit I'd be fine with, but like the dash on it I'd be like, I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, like high orbit, I wouldn't mind that. Let's see here. What are your hopes for season 6? That we get that crazy world end level, that we get to see characters that they've hyped up so much with this season and built up, not just this season, like they've built up so much with Burst. We see them return. Like for sure, Phi, Gwen, Delta, honestly, Hearts, Dinah, Kensuke, Zack, Jaka, all those characters and such. Because they're all credible, they're all strong enough for sure. That would be really awesome to see them. The characters we didn't get a chance to see thus far, seeing them return too. Because it shows they're paying the homage still. Even look at Death Scyther. Like Hollow Death Scyther. People might not be happy that it has Excel Dash or High Excel Dash, but literally the first Death Scyther had Excel, and it makes perfect sense why they put it on there. Just look how they're doing all these bays and such. Honestly surprised it wasn't like High Hunter or something like that, High Hunter Dash, but still, the homage is definitely there. So imagine they bring back Excalibur, they have it have Impact Dash, or Iron Dash or Sword Dash, they put one of them on it, that would be sick. And then, who knows what they do for Zeus, maybe like Planet. They just put like Planet on or an upgraded Planet. Like some other bays, obviously like Phoenix coming back, maybe like Friction Metal. That would be honestly pretty cool. Like to do a friction metal where the metal ball at the bottom, well, the ball at the bottom is like metal. So yeah, high extreme dash. Yeah, maybe. I mean, just like I don't know. Having height with like attack drivers isn't like the greatest thing. I mean, it depends on which ones. Like high Jaggy and high Excel, okay, but like some rubber drivers being high drivers, not too much because like you want to have like shorter combos and such because they can get those uppercut points on like the high driver bays, and throw them off balance and kill their stamina and such. But yeah, I mean, time's gonna tell it because I've done some high attack drivers. Let's see here. Let's see here. Like an old and wiser man, and his Pegasus is like a burst bay. There already is a manga about it, so it could be possible. Oh yeah, for sure. Let's see. I hope the character designer would cooperate with another character designer for popular animes. Maybe. Like I said, time's gonna tell with it. High Zeta Dash. Maybe. Wyvern's back. Yeah, I saw that. Jet Wyvern. Hyped for it, man. I'm definitely hyped for it. Big time defense, and I wonder what February's release is gonna be. Because hands down, I think February's release is gonna be the last one for Superking. You know, maybe it'll be a random booster. Maybe they'll just drop a random booster then. If they do drop a random booster, I hope that they pull what they did for the Phoenix one. Because at least with that, we got a remake that we hadn't seen before. Something with that. And maybe they put in some parts that are rarer, like how they've done with the last two boosters in like February or March. You know, um, we got like the gold turbo one last time, the GT one. Before that, we got some rare parts that we hadn't seen that much of. So if we got that again, definitely like it'll be cool if they put in like the gold / Valkyrie with the Goku weight. Since that's a rare bay and it's tough to get. I don't know if they put in Brave Solomon, but that would be really cool if they did, or they put in at least the Solomon chip. And then Brave on another bay. That would be honestly really cool too, so people can get Brave and Solomon because Solomon's not too easy to get right now. And I think like Lucifer is heavier than Solomon. I think like according to Zanki. But yeah, I mean Solomon's got like the metal and such in it, so yeah. Wyvern is back. Yeah, Santino. I realized that Wyvern is back. um, but yeah, just some of the rare parts we haven't seen that much of. Subasa or Tyson. Mm, that's tough. I mean, I didn't see the Plastic Gen too much, but Tyson always seemed like a really cool character. So can't tell you with that one. I got to go back and watch the Plastic Gen big time. But yeah, I'm trying to look for like DVDs on it, but they're also so expensive, and I think they're like on YouTube, so I'll just go and watch them. But yeah, Louis' new Louis' new toy drum. I'm dead. I can't. That one made me laugh. That was funny. That was kind of clever. But yeah, dude. All right. I'll answer a couple more questions. You guys got, and then I'll end it off and such. What if they made a Cyber Dragoon Burst Bay? That would be pretty sick. Some more Classic Gen remakes. I mean, wouldn't mind seeing them if we see some brand new ones. But yeah, but not like crazy overdoing it. I definitely want to see some more Metal Fight remakes too. So Dan Kuzo or Jinga Agane. That's hard to compare because it's two different games, so I can't really compare that because they're both really epic. The Plastic Gen got a YouTube channel, and they're on season 2 right now. All right, I'll be sure to go back and check it out for sure because I gotta get caught up with the Plastic Gen because it looks like it's a lot of fun. Let's see. I wonder if A1 Pictures is gonna co-produce with 80K. Maybe, but all I know is like we're getting to season 6, and they're not gonna hold back with it. They're trying to kill it with this. They're trying to do a really epic job with the 6th season, ending this off on a high note, and then going into season 6 and then just putting it all out there because with this season they gotta go beyond everything they've done before. And if they bring all these characters back, they have these evils return and such, and we get this crazy conflict throughout the season, that's what we really need, and I'd love to see that. But yeah, time's gonna tell honestly, because it's like, are we gonna get a new protagonist? The big questions are we gonna get a new protagonist? Even that'll switch up things. If we do get a new protagonist, that'll switch up a lot. So we're gonna have a new antagonist. If we just have like the old protagonist, like all 5 of them, I hope that they focus on them all like big time. Yeah, I'm wondering if we could get a season 7. Maybe it'll depend on how well season 6 goes. Yeah, we still got to see that crazy world bubble. Oh goodness, Jenga or Vault? 2 different gens, too hard to compare. They're both really strong in their own ways, and they're awesome. Do you know Beyblade or Burst? Yes, I do. I talked with him quite a few times, and he's a really, really epic dude, man. So, yeah, man, I really enjoy his content. I know, like a few of you guys have come over from his channel and such, and thank you so much for checking out the channel, for sure. Well, yeah, he definitely makes some really, really awesome content. Now, the only reason that they're making a season 6 is because they still need to make the Metal Fight 4D remakes. I don't think that's true. They're doing season 6 because there's still a lot of unresolved things with Burst that they really need to tie together. Like, even just, there's still so many mysteries. Like, well, Fi and his power with Phoenix, we kind of saw how we got that. But the big questions is like, well, we saw Gwyn being a genius blader, and that's how Gwyn got his power. But mainly Arthur. How did Arthur get the Dark Turbo? How did he get the Dark Flux? Where the heck did Inferno or Hell come from, and how did Arthur get this power? How did Blind learn how to use the Dark Turbo or Dark Flux? Lane. Where the heck did Lane come from before he showed up in New York in front of Shu? Honestly, if it was like Ashton or Theodore, it would make perfect sense because Lane came to New York of all places in front of Shu. Ashton or Theodore Glass used to be the manager of the New York Bulls before Shu became the manager of it and such, so it would make perfect sense and would come full circle. If so, just having all these things and all this story come full circle, really. That's what I want to see with season 6 because there's so many loose ends that need to be tied and things all have to come together, man. They did it with Metal Fight, and honestly, with this, we got to see it for sure. Well, Metal Fight, they kind of left it on a cliffhanger with like Zero G, with like the the world tournament and such, all that stuff. We never saw that, sadly, because just like popularity going down, but still. Kai or Kiyoya, who do I prefer? They're both epic, but Kiyoya, man. Come on. Kiyoya is a beast. If Burst ends and a new gen begins, what would the bays look like and what would the gimmick be? What would you like to see from a new generation of Beyblade? I don't know. I definitely see it being more like a maybe, I don't know if they do like a metal burst, but definitely focusing maybe more on the metal again, like how they do with Metal Fight Beyblade. Maybe just do like a metal burst or something. But if they don't think of a completely new system, it would be really cool if they did like an end game type thing where they just have all these characters from these different eras, so like Plastic Gen, Metal Fight, Burst, all have the same format. And I mean like the legit format, like not just so much like Classic Gen remakes, Metal Fight remakes, like they all have the same format, same system, same kind of power and such, and incorporating them into one series. That would be honestly really cool. And it'd be like Beyblade Endgame or something, so we see all these Beyblade characters return with this system and such. That would be really, really cool. But yeah, man. Let's see. I think a new generation could be Metal Burst. Other than that, I don't know. Yeah, like something like Metal Burst. But yeah, dude. Let's see here. Do you think people would be excited if TT made remakes for Zero G bays? I personally would like to see remakes for some Zero G bays because they're just so unique. You know what I mean? I'd be personally really excited about it. But first, we got to get like a Metal Fight remake set for sure. We just got the Metal Fight Explosion one, but we got to see like a Metal Fight 4D. You already know. The 6 bays, I'd say, well, they're probably going to choose 5 of them, but 6 that I'd say for it. Hands down, like Big Bang Pegasus, El Drago Destroy or Destructor, Phantom Orion, Fang Leon, Diablo Nemesis. If there was a 6th one, Flash Sagittario. So all the parts are like kind of have a given. Big Bang Pegasus, put Ultimate Reboot Dash on it. Perfect for it. Final Drive right there. Final Survive for El Drago Destroy, Generate Dash. Perfect for that. Fang Leon, put Wave on it. W squared D. Wave's really similar to it. Phantom Orion, put Bearing on it. Or like you said, High Bearing. That would be honestly pretty cool for it. And then who else? Yeah, Sagittario. If they make Flash Sagittario, high yielding, because it's like it still has WD, and we've seen them use yielding for WD. Make a high yielding, So yeah, I'd say those would be like the main combos for the remake set for sure. Would there be any other bays from 4D I'd like to see? I mean, Varieris, it would make sense because like Zeta Dash, just put a Zeta Dash on it. You got Varieris right there, the DD. Besides that, I don't know. Like, what other ones they'd really remake, just thinking about it. But, yeah, dude. Anyways, let's see your comments. Zero G's ending show was like G Revolution's ending show. I gotta go back and watch it for sure, but Yeah, time will tell. Hopefully, I hope they might get new ideas and new animation design with CGI and 3D and VFX. A lot of anime fans are gonna love it. Honestly, the style they even have now is sick. You can't tell me that like some of the ending battles, like the crazy, crazy power battles that we've seen, haven't had epic endings. Like like epic animation and such with them. Like Vault versus Shu at the end of season 2, that was epic. Five versus Iga, that battle, the animation for that was epic, man. We've seen some epic animation with some of these battles for sure. Even like during GT, some of those ending battles, the animation was awesome. And some of these battles, well, mainly the battle with like Louis and Drum versus Free and Cisco. That one, I love the animation for that. We got to see like the remainder of these battles when they get real serious, like get to that level of animation and such, so you can feel that intensity, because that felt really intense, man, for sure. That's the most intense battle I think we've had out of all these battles thus far with this tournament. But yeah, I hope they get to that level. I hope the next season has an Evo of Excalibur. Oh, for sure. Excalibur was up there on the list. I think I forgot what Bay won the actual contest. I forgot. I think what Valkyrie. It might have been Valkyrie that did. But yeah, Diablo Nemesis will probably have Trick or Trick Dash. Oh yeah, for sure. Trick or Trick Dash is perfect for it because it switched through all the different modes in Ultimate Balance Mode. So yeah, I wish Beyblade films will not end forever. Well, there will come a time when they do, but for now, it's like I said for you, we just gotta appreciate what we got right now, man. What we're getting. At least we're getting a season 6, so we gotta appreciate it for sure. It's making me sad that we're getting towards the end of Superking, but we gotta really appreciate the next season. So, yeah, Ray or Subasa. I'm more familiar with Subasa, so I gotta lean towards him. But like Ray seems like a really awesome character for sure. Let's see here. Hope Company, the company that developed Ragnarok in the show, hasn't been bankrupt. Well, I mean, Ragnarok's still strong. I mean, Glide is pretty defensive. Can't deny that. And the fact that we even got Rantaro in this season, definitely glad about that. Like Rantaro and Ranjiro. And they gave Ragnarok the justice that deserves, because before this, it would be constantly whooped. Does it lose with some of the battles of the season? Yeah. But you got all these crazy powerful bladers, because that if Rantaro were to go and beat somebody like Louis, there'd be a lot of fans who would get ticked off and be like, oh man, they're making Louis look weaker, etc., etc. I'm glad that they're making it where they're all still around this same level, and it shows how strong all these characters are. The main thing is just bringing in other characters and giving them those props as well with this. So yeah, let's see here. I'm kind of disappointed Valkyrie won, because every season they make a Valkyrie, so I would hope Phoenix. I'm not too disappointed, because I mean it's a given. Like I said, we're probably gonna get all the protagonists for next season, so Valkyrie is just a given. I mean the second was Excalibur, so that means odds are we'll probably get Xhaka back with the next season. I hope. And some other characters as well with that poll, because TT likes to go off the popularity and such. That's why we're getting Wyvern and why we got Deathlight there and such. That means hopefully we got Wakia back, so hopefully we get Dinah back with the next season and a few other characters as well. So yeah. Do you think a live action Beyblade movie would look weird? It's a touchy thing with that, because if they were to do a live action Beyblade movie and they don't do it the right way, it would look really bad. Because Avatar and the Last Airbender, that live action version, a lot of people didn't like it. But yeah, so it's a iffy thing with that. Um, but yeah, let's see. Didn't you guys know TV Tokyo is a Naruto and Beyblade television production? Should discuss it with the executive producer. I mean, Tom, like I said, regardless, we got to just see how things are going to go. No matter what, they're going to knock it out of the park with things, because it's going to be awesome. So, yeah. Waiting for Deer meets Hedgehog. Yeah, man. Like free and Lane for sure, man. I want to see, well, I don't think we get that. Um, since they're having all these battles happen in the stadium, I don't know if they have free go back to BC Seoul or anything to train in the middle of all this, but it would be cool to see the Deer versus and uh Harry to meet up. That'll be really, really cool. And the Deer had a baby too, so yeah. Can I get mod? I'm not giving mod to anyone. I just got Ruby Drago. Because I just don't get handed out to just anyone. But yeah, sorry, just trolls are coming and such, and I'm not gonna do that. Still waiting for a Blitz Unicorno remake. That would be a sick one to remake too. Maybe, it would be a lot like RSF. Keep honestly. Like for real, like maybe Keep Dash would be perfect for that. Like Blitz Unicorno. Because it's a lot like it'll be a lot like RSF because it's aggressive and such. So yeah, that'll be pretty cool. All right, let's see here. I prefer Japanese than English dub because they're more mature. Oh yeah, because they say like damn it and stuff like that. Sora and Masamune. Uh, I mean Masamune always want to be number one. Sora was deeply, deeply, deeply underrated. So yeah, I'll push with Sora. Like Masamune is awesome, but definitely wanted to see more for Sora. Do you think they should make a movie for Burst? Oh, for sure. It'd be cool if they did like how they did the Soul Blaze movie and then put in like an exclusive bay with it. That would be pretty sick if they did that. But yeah, guys. I guess I'm gonna end this off here. Obviously, been doing like a lot of battles and such with the MFB remakes. You'll be seeing more of those battles coming. You'll be seeing more battles with Hollow Death Scythe coming as well. And then also for the Bakugan fans, I've got some more Bakugan deck profiles on the way. Just a lot going on and such, and also working. But yeah, man. Let's see. I'll answer these last couple questions. If they did a J Jupiter remake, it would probably have Keep. Maybe it would have Bite because Bite is a lot like RB, like a rubber ball type tip. So yeah. Speaking of Beyblade movies, one of a Burst movie, I think they did one. They should make a new protagonist. Nah, they just have somebody come in, like maybe Vault or whoever else they put in as a protagonist for it. But it would show. Like time would tell. Do you watch Pokemon Journeys? I haven't watched Pokemon Journeys. I haven't had a chance to, but it seems like it's really, really awesome. I got to go back and watch the Pokemon anime big time. I've been playing the games and kept up with the games the whole time, but I haven't seen the anime lately. So yeah, I'm a new subscriber. Yo, Gucci boy. Thanks so much for the support. Definitely appreciate it. Welcome to the Kimbo Army. What about Ken for the next season? Would be epic, man. Dark Knight Dragoon remake. We got to get through like the 4D remakes. Then after that, maybe get some 0G remakes. And hands down, Samurai, Afraid or Ifrit, Dark Knight Dragoon or Ronin Dragoon. That'll be another cool one. Well, for sure those two. Maybe Gladiator Bahundia as well. Yeah, because Kira or Gyarados, one of those two. The other two, I don't know what they put in for the other two. Honestly, for the other two base. But yeah, dude, let's see. Louis will be enough of a boss to make his own movie. I mean, Louis, man. He is a boss for sure. You should watch Pokemon Journeys and Sun and Moon. Oh, for sure, I'm gonna go back and watch Pokemon big time. There's a lot of shows I gotta get caught up with. So, yeah. But Phantom Orion will probably have Bearing. Oh, for sure, that'll make perfect sense for it. So, yeah, guys. Anyways, gonna end this off here. Stay tuned for a lot of the battles and such that I have coming. Always have a ton to do here and a lot coming. And like I said, big time thank you so much to everybody who's watched and such and really supports. I definitely appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. It's been a really crazy time period for me, but all your support and such has definitely helped me through it. So yeah, guys. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this episode reaction. I'm really excited for 43. It's going to get intense, especially that battle with Louis and Drum versus Shu and Lane. It's going to be insane, man. But hope y'all enjoyed. If you did, be sure to slice that like button down below. Let me know how I did. If you're new to my channel, I had to burp. If you're new to my channel, definitely subscribe for some epic content because I upload daily. And if you haven't already, be sure to ring that bell by my channel name to be notified whenever I upload a video. What if Beyblade Burst comes to PS5? That'll be pretty cool. I mean, those graphics would probably be really insane. That'd be cool if we got like a Beyblade Burst English game. But yeah, can't wait for Burst kits. Oh, for sure. They'll be coming this year. But once I get a lot of these like projects and such out of the way and really can buckle down on it, you'll be seeing the Burst kits. I have a ton planned for them. You already know. But yeah, guys, till next time, it is your boy Kimbo signing off. See you guys later. Thanks so much for watching. Until then, stay awesome and cool shoot. I'm up out of here.